What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's tool haul. I know I haven't done a good tool haul in a while. Today's video is going to be another Harbor Freight tool haul video. Like I said, I haven't done one in a while, and it's been a good while since we picked up some good stuff, especially from Harbor Freight. And so I picked up some good things, some things that you may not have to pick up off the tool trucks or the big box stores, but some things that you can always pick up at Harbor Freight, maybe some things that you might need, maybe if you're just starting out, whatever the case is. And without further ado, I want to go ahead and get into today's video. But first, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe down below. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell as well. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And let's go ahead and get into today's video. Everybody, so welcome to today's tool haul. So we wanted to go ahead and pick up and go ahead and show you guys what we got picked up and what we got from Harbor Freight in this tool haul. So the first thing is we picked up some of these test leads. Picked up the low voltage multicolor test leads, obviously for different options here. If you're testing different modules, maybe if you're going for a signal, ground, different wires, whatever you're testing. And also we picked up the 36-inch low voltage test leads, mainly for testing just for power and ground or whatever, just your standard black and red. These are just your standard alligator clip style. You could pick these up for maybe a couple bucks a pack, maybe $3 to $5 a pack. They do the job. They'll get the job done. They're pretty handy to have. I do like these multicolor ones because if you're testing multiple colored wires, blue, brown, red, with all the colors of the rainbow you're going to be testing on in automotive use. They do say that they are rated for up to 300 volts for 18 gauge wires. I'm not sure how good that's going to be for 300 volts, but for my uses, automotive repair, that's just enough for what I need to do for most basic wires. Most of your automotive wires, 18 gauge. Majority of it is, not all of it is, but around that, possibility of, you're running only on a 12 volt system. So that's all I really need for what I'm doing. Again, like I said, you could pick these up for like $3 to $5 a pack. So pick them up. There's no need to spend a whole bunch of money on these. Especially don't go on the tool truck, buy something like this because it's just something simple. It's going to get used and abused, greasy, dirty, whatever over time, as long as they get the job done. So the next thing I want to show you guys what we picked up is picked up this 1/4 inch drive 6-piece star bit socket set, or Torx or Torx, whatever you guys want to call it, doesn't matter. This is a Pittsburgh Pro Series, lifetime warranty, item number 68015. This is a complete set, and I did notice this is actually a complete set. 20, 25, 27, 30, 40, and 45. They do have the stamped markings on there for the Pittsburgh Series, the different numbers, so you can actually see them. Obviously, we all know these rails they get from Harbor Freight kind of suck, so if you try to pull one off, sometimes they get kind of hard to pull off. So sometimes they like to stick, and the little nubs like to break off into the sockets. But these aren't bad little sockets for what they are, and they get the job done. I needed another 1/4 inch drive set, and didn't really feel like buying another set off, the tool truck, and just figured I needed something and just to kind of get by as far as, Torx, because there's no need, like I said, this is a full set, and I needed something for 1/4 inch drive, and my tool guy hasn't been carrying the 1/4 inch drive set as well. So these are chrome vanadium. They're not chrome moly, but I wanted some that are impact resistant, but these are chrome vanadium instead of chrome moly. But these aren't pretty good set. Like I said, you can pick this set up here for like $9, maybe $10. Apparently that's a roundabout figure for these. So they're not too bad of a little set to pick up. So it's a nice little set for a 1/4 inch drive. Use them on your 1/4 inch impact gun, whatever you want to use them for. Next thing I picked up also is another 1/4 inch drive set. This is the 1/4 inch drive 10-piece chrome deep wall socket set. This is a metric set. Pittsburgh Pro lifetime warranty. And another thing I did notice is this doesn't have the skip sizes as well. This one also has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a 14 millimeter. So I've noticed here lately some of their sets, some of their sets might have a skip size or two, but this is actually a full-on set. It doesn't really skip any sizes with these, so that's a plus with this, because especially if I'm buying a set I really hate skip sizes. Now there's some sizes I could do without. I could have probably needed a 15 or something like that, but anything bigger than a 14, I'm going to go ahead and step up to a 3/8 if need be, instead of running on a quarter. But this set also is probably about 10, 12 bucks as well from Harbor Freight. Nice little set. I needed to kind of step up some of my 1/4-inch game as well. And I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money. Again, Harbor Freight rails kind of suck when you try to take them off, and they do break. These little nubs break off in the into the socket, but you know, that's the worst thing about them. The sockets, I have found that some of the Harbor Freight sockets do have okay clearances. Now they do have a deep broach on these, obviously, with the deep wall. So like I said, these aren't bad socket sets. I've used a bunch of Harbor Freight and Pittsburgh sockets before, and they're not bad little sets. I just needed to kind of get a couple more 1/4-inch sockets, so I figured that they would actually do fairly well for the job. I've got some of Pittsburgh stuff, some of their impact sockets as well, and they've kind of held up. I was really looking on getting the impact rated, but I couldn't find any, so for right now, chrome will do. Next thing is we picked up the Pittsburgh Pro 3-piece wobble impact socket extension set, and this comes with the 3-inch, the 6-inch, and the little stubby. As you can see, 1 3/4, 3-inch, and 6-inch. And these are the wobble extensions. I actually have the 1/4-inch drive set from Snap-on, the Wobble Plus. But I wanted some that actually had the wobble as well, but in 3/8. I do have swivel sockets and stuff as well, but these do kind of come in handy with the wobble extensions or whatever. You know, they claim they have a 15 degree of deflection on these. And what that means is if I have a socket here on the end, if I pull it all the way out to where it wobbles, that means I'm getting a 15 degree of deflection on that socket to where I can get that motion of moving. So these aren't bad, like I said. You know, compared to the Snap-on, they're not quite the same. But what I have ran into with some of these wobble sockets where you're going to have to be careful is when you're really in a tight spot and you have your socket here at the end and it's in that wobble and motion and not locked all the way in, it doesn't matter even if you're on the ball detent correctly. If you're in a tight spot, it will actually rip your socket off. And it will catch on that back of that socket and pull it off. And then you're having to worry about searching for your, socket somewhere down in a hole. Maybe you're in an engine bay. Maybe you're underneath somewhere. And, it kind of becomes kind of cumbersome and kind of a pain. But these are for some tight spaces. You just need just a little bit of play to where you get that certain angle on it. That these definitely help for what you need. And they're not bad. Like I said, you could pick this set up here, this impact set, for probably about 10 to 12 bucks as well. The next thing we picked up is we picked up this wrench rack, and I needed another wrench rack for my box and to kind of free up some extra space in my wrench drawer. So I went ahead and picked this up, and this goes from a 32 or 1 1/4 all the way down to a 6 or 1/4. So it can go for either or, standard or metric, doesn't matter. So this is a pretty decent little wrench rack here. You can hang it on the wall. It's got the 2 little holes right here that you can hang it on your wall, maybe on your board, maybe in your shop somewhere, or you got your little handle right here. You can kind of use it for carrying. It's not a bad little wrench rack. This isn't something you need to go and spend a whole bunch of money on, because it's this wrench rack here. If you're in automotive or maybe you're a tech or mechanic, this wrench rack is not making you money. It's going to sit in your drawer and hold your tools. It's not making you money. Your tools are what's going to make you money. So this isn't doing really any good other than to carry your tools and to kind of keep things organized, so you know that you can go straight to that wrench and you know exactly where it's at, and to kind of keep, you know, time saver. So that's exactly what it's going to be for. So this is definitely one of those things that you don't have to go to, you know, Snap-on Truck or these bigger name stores and spend a whole crap ton of money on. So you could pick one of these up for probably around $5, $5 to $6 for one of these wrench racks. If you go on the tool trucks, you're going to spend 2 and 3 times more. I've priced them, and they are expensive for a basic wrench rack like this. Next thing we picked up on sale is the 6-piece detail brush set. This was on part of their red tag sale. I picked this set up here for 99 cents. You can't beat this right here. 99 cents for the 6-piece detail brush set. It comes with the steel, brass, and it comes with a nylon as well. So you're getting 3 different styles and 6 different brushes. So you can use it if you're doing a brake job and you need to clean some calipers up, and you maybe need to clean some other metal. Maybe you're doing a little bit of welding. Maybe you need to do whatever you're doing, some type of fabrication. Maybe you need to clean whatever you're doing up. So this is definitely gonna help. It doesn't even matter if you're cleaning in automotive use or whatever you're doing, metal, doesn't matter. But these, you don't need to spend a whole lot of money on it. This is something that's gonna be dispensable, and you're gonna, over time, you're gonna get rid of them. So 99 cents for a 6-piece set like this is definitely one of those things you guys should definitely pick up. Because again, you know, it's dispensable. You're gonna use it up and you're gonna forget about it after a time. So go ahead and make sure you guys pick this set up from Harbor Freight. If you guys see it, they have the regular 3-piece as well, but the 6-piece, it doesn't hurt to have a few extras laying around. So next thing we picked up is the magnetic glove or tissue dispenser, whatever you guys want to use it for. I needed a little bit extra space. I usually keep my latex or nitrile gloves on top of my toolbox so I can just reach and go. And I've been looking at this glove dispenser from Harbor Freight for a while. It's pretty nifty. It comes in handy. You can kind of tie up space somewhere else instead of having, you know, maybe a box falling around somewhere or whatever. It's going to be magnetized right to the side of your toolbox or wall, whatever you guys want to use it at. Maybe the side of your tool cart. So again, you could probably pick this up for here about $15 to $17 depending on taxes or whatever else. This is just a basic set here. Pull this out. Just a basic box. Has these little retainer tabs, so when you put your glove box in here, it's going to kind of keep the tension on that so they're not just falling around and flopping around in there in that box. It does have 4 magnets here on the back, and it has like a rubberized coating or sleeve over the magnet so you're not scratching your toolbox or tool cart up, whatever you're putting it on. It's also got 2 mounting holes here, so you can hang it on a wall. Maybe you put it, again, you could put it on your garage wall, whatever you use it for the shop. It's not a bad little set, you know. This is something that you can pick up fairly cheap at Harbor Freight. It's going to hold, you know, your latex or nitrile gloves fairly easy. So this has a definitely multi-use. It doesn't matter, again, this also says tissue dispenser, so however you want to use it. Maybe you have some fun times late at night. Maybe you just need some latex gloves. So like I said, $15, you can't beat it with a stick. The last thing we picked up as well is we picked up some mechanics gloves as well. I use, you know, every so often I'll buy a new pair of heavy duty gloves for working. And I usually had just a cloth set, and they got tore up and threw them away months ago, and just been using regular latex. And we all know if you're in the automotive industry or you're working with your hands, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're working with your hands constantly, your hands are going to get tired, and that's what's got to make you money and keep on going. Especially if you like working with your hands, you know, you got to save your hands for sure. So $15 for this set of gloves here. They claim this is the Professional Series Mechanics gloves. They say they are for comfort and breathability, anti-vibration, grip and durability, impact protection, blah blah blah. You know, these are good gloves to keep around. I picked them up. They have on the glove itself, you've got a couple rubberized, textured fingers. So your middle finger, your index, and your thumb all have a little bit of rubberized grip here. And you've got cushion, main cushion right here along your palm. So you have cushion here. Now you don't have any cushion here, but that's for obvious reasons when you're bending your hand and you're working. You've got a little bit of breathability here and flexibility in the edge of the glove. So when you have it on your hand, it says Velcro. And as well for the knuckles, you have protection for your knuckles and fingers. These are definitely nice little gloves for the money. They're no snap-on, new snap-on type gloves. But, you know, if you're working with your hands and you're picking up something, maybe you're doing heavy work, maybe you're heavy line, maybe you're having to pick up a lot of heavy stuff. Somewhere with a latex or nitrile gloves won't get the job done, and you know you're going to scratch the crap out of your hands. Some gloves like these will definitely come in handy. You know, you got to save your hands when you're working with your hands a lot. And that's got to be your money makers. That's got to be the end result of it. So you got to have something to protect your hands. If you guys liked this video today, make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe down below, whatever you guys want to do. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. More videos like this in the future. Tell me how I'm doing in the comment section down below. And maybe if you guys like, you know, more videos like this, we'll do it. Maybe if you guys want to see a video, a review later on review of these gloves, maybe we'll do something like that in the future. So we'll see how these have turned out and how they hold up. So who knows? We'll see how it goes. But till next time, guys, that's all I got. We'll see you guys in the next one. Keep on wrenching.
Give me the finest feels, high heels, all that stuff.